Hey guys, welcome to Boys and Bears with Maxwell and Connor. I'm Maxwell.
I'm Connor, and we're gonna just hop into what we're talking about today.
Just gonna get
Um,
right on it.
just gonna get right on in. Let's just get right in, right now, right
Let's
in.
just jump into it.
Jumping, hopping,
Hop in.
grinding. I'm not gonna go that far. I feel like that's too far. Okay, so
So,
season 2 of The Mandalorian is coming out soon,
and
and the
Pedro
main guy
Pascal.
said no. He was like, you know what? I'm not doing it because
All
I'm
right.
too fucking cool.
So, for more context, there, Pedro Pascal has decided that he is giving up the body role of the Mandalorian, uh, going into the future. He said that they weren't showing his face enough, which is, kind of the point that
The point of being
Mandalorians
a
don't take their
Mandalorian in
helmet
the
off.
first place is,
Yeah.
you don't take off the mask.
Yeah, so he was pissed off that they weren't showing his face any. Uh, so he threw a huge tantrum about it, which is just the most
Dumb.
mature thing a professional actor could do on the set of a Star Wars production.
You know,
I'll,
George Lucas and all.
yeah, I'll just throw a little baby tantrum.
Little baby tantrum. Nothing major, just a little baby tantrum, you know.
The running theory is that the only reason we saw his face at all in season one is because he pushed for it. But he had a falling out with Dave Filoni,
I feel like he knew
and
nothing about Star Wars going into it.
no,
Because,
he's
like,
a, he's a super big Star Wars fan.
the
Apparently,
whole point of the Mandalorians is to don't take off the helmet.
well, that's like at a certain point in the lore, because for the most part, aside from the Mandalorian itself, that wasn't really the rule. Because not Boba, Jango Fett took his off quite often in the Clone Wars.
That's true. I think that was just in the show, but they were like, you don't take off the helm.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, because this is the way. We don't take off the helmets because there's not a lot of us, and if people know who we are, we'll probably just die. So, anyway, he had a falling out with Dave Filoni, and
what's his nuts? I
God
don't
damn
know.
it, the other guy. We probably should have researched this a little more because I
The
can't
other
remember.
guy. You know what? It's fine.
It's fine, but
He's just the other guy now.
he decided that he will continue to voice act the Mandalorian, but it'll be someone else in the suit. This whole thing has fucked up the there's our first swear, but it completely
No,
fucked up
I've already.
all of the shooting for or about half of the shooting of season two. So about halfway through season two, apparently the the focus is gonna shift to the other characters because um,
Which
you
I
know
just wonder how that conversation went. You know, just like, hey, can I show my face? They're like, no. The whole point of the show, we'll show it at the end of season one, but the whole point of the show is that you don't show your face. You're he. Let's be honest.
but I
Any
wanna.
actor who can't show his face and still express emotion,
Yeah, he did such a great job of pushing the emotions of this character without ever taking off the helmet. And I think that he was a great fit. He's a handsome man. And I personally was unhappy with the fact that we saw his face in season one. I think that should have been a reveal for much later because it was such a heavy thing. Like if IG-11 was standing in front of him and we see him take the helmet off, but we don't actually see his face, that would have worked better because it would have said, hey, it would have still pushed the fact that Pedro was not Pedro. What's
that
his
guy,
name
who,
in the show? The Mandalorian. I can't
the
remember his name.
Mandalorian, that guy. That's what we'll just call him, the
But it
Mandalorian.
shows that the Mandalorian was able to feel empathy for other people,
And a
including
child.
droids. But they didn't have to show his face. I was a little disappointed with that. Anyway, I think he was a great fit. His voice is iconic. That's why I'm pretty happy that they're
At
gonna
least keeping him as a
keep him
voice actor, yeah.
as a voice actor. But the fact that they're either gonna have to find somebody really, really close to his appearance, or they're not gonna be able to show the Mandalorian's face ever
Ever.
again in the series.
because
So
they already showed it once, and then that's just going to be a total.
yeah, if they hadn't showed it, we'd be fine. But they did.
And now it's going to be hard.
It's extremely frustrating because it's like you are the star of what is considered to be the most popular Star Wars media in our modern generation, and you fucked it up by being selfish. It's like you don't need to have your face out there. You are the Mandalorian, like the super strong, badass character.
Literally, maybe what he's upset about, like, I think, didn't he say this? Like Gina Carano, who plays the
Yeah,
female lead, and then Baby Yoda's getting more attention than him, and he's not liking that.
yeah. He's upset that strong female and cute baby are getting more attention.
Dude,
That's
the
just
show is literally named after your character.
it's literally called The Mandalorian.
You are the
name
main character, my guy.
You.
Why
It's-
are you
it's so
upset?
stupid.
I don't understand. Do you want to get boxed up right now? Because I will literally throw hands just so you can keep playing the role. Not really. Please don't come find me. I'm not ready for that.
He could probably beat me up.
Yeah, he
I don't
definitely could beat me up, but
I don't know. After the training that I assume he did for the show, he could
Mhm.
probably beat me up.
he could probably beat me up. Yeah, I would not be surprised. He'd probably pummel me. I don't know. He seemed fit. You know, he seemed athletic. You know, you got to be wearing that suit all day. You know, it probably gets hot. Probably losing a lot of water weight. You know, got to put in the gains. You know.
I'm just a little disappointed that they said that his actions actively messed up the shooting of season 2. Supposedly.
Do you
season
think we're
3
gonna
is
see the age progression of little Yoda?
probably not
In
considering
the trailer, they
the-
made it seem as though they're gonna return him to the Jedi.
the child and Anakin Skywalker were born in the same year canonically.
When is this show placed? Like when is
After
this
Return of the Jedi. So,
So
that
this
means that the
takes place
child,
after Return of the Jedi?
child
this
is
child-
roughly he was okay. Anakin was in his late 20s.
He was in his late 20s by episode 3.
Yeah, early 30s. Okay, let's say early 30s by episode 3. Luke was about in his mid 20s.
Yeah.
By the end of Return of the Jedi. So let's just say Darth Vader's 50, 60, give or take. That means the child is 50 or 60.
Oh my
Between-
god, and we're calling him Baby Yoda. Dude's like full grown. We're about to
They age slower, so realistically he is still a baby just because Star Wars. But
it's just because of Star Wars, you know.
so I doubt that him looking like a infant while he is in actually he is in his 60s, we're gonna see any sort of age progression unless they do like a huge time skip. And they're like, here
Which
he
would
is.
be sucky. If they did a huge time skip, you miss all
stupid?
that stuff in between. You're like, well, shit, dude.
There's a spoiler warning if you haven't heard anything about the Mandalorian season 2 and don't want to. I would recommend skipping this part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1, skip. Now I'm going to talk about it.
Right now.
They say that they're going to return him to the Jedi, and the only Jedi that we absolutely know to be in it. Let me just tell you the plot to season 2, and I'm just
You're guessing the plot?
I'm guessing the plot to season 2.
Okay.
They're going to try
Ready for
to
this.
return the child to Ahsoka, the character we know is in the show,
That would make sense.
and Boba Fett is going to intercept them. So the conflict is going to be
Mandalorian
them
versus
trying to get to
Mandalorian.
Ahsoka and Boba Fett intercepting them and fighting. That is my guess. I could be dead wrong. Maybe Boba Fett's a
That
good
would
guy.
make sense. That would make
doubt
so
it.
much sense.
I doubt he's a good guy, but maybe he is.
Who?
You know,
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. I doubt it. I doubt he's a good guy.
I don't know. He's just a bounty hunter.
Yeah, he's just a bounty hunter. He's morally great. I'd say he is.
There's a gray area with Boba Fett.
I'd say he's chaotic neutral.
Sure. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're gonna go to Ahsoka, and Boba Fett's gonna be like, stop. That's the conflict.
Don't
That's
do
the guess.
that. That is no bueno. Okay.
Don't quote me on that. You know what? Fucking quote
Or do
me
you
on
think he's gonna pull the I want the child.
it. I want him because
That's my baby. I want the baby.
I want him because reasons, money.
Money probably. There's probably still a bounty on him. That's isn't that
Yeah, the Empire, who Boba Fett actively worked for, has put a bounty on the Mandalorian's head. So there's the conflict for you. I've probably guessed it. If I'm wrong,
most likely?
I kind of hope I'm wrong.
Because that's obviously very easily guessable.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I really
you
hope
just
that,
did it.
that it's not that obvious.
You would hope. But who
I guess
knows?
we'll see.
It's Star Wars is one of those things. It's just weird. So we were talking today at work, which is a restaurant.
Which is a restaurant.
And you overheard a very interesting exchange of words
So
between customers. Can we hear a little bit about that? Because
there was.
I know about
an-
it already.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Connor knows. So there was an elderly couple who were sitting at the bar, which is where I work. I'm a barista.
hey,
And
hey, has his own
our
drink and everything. Tell you what,
have my own drink.
has his
Our
own drink.
lovely lady barista. No, what? Our lovely lady boss.
I'm the
Sorry.
barista, but our lovely lady barista, who is also there.
I'm the
With me.
barista. No,
I'm the
I-
lovely lady barista. Me. No, not
I'm-
me. But I was talking about you.
No, I'm the lovely lady. Anyway,
Okay,
our
whatever.
lovely lady boss was walking through the kitchen.
Lovely
and
lady.
waved
Great
at the man,
woman.
at the elderly man. Connor, shut up.
I'm trying to be. It's true.
Anyway, so our boss walks through the kitchen and she waves after making eye contact with this man. And like 10 minutes passes and the man's wife leans over and she's like, "Honey, I've got something I need to ask you about." And he goes, "What is it, dear?" And she's like, "So I saw that the dark-haired brunette waved at you, and you turned and waved back. What was that? Can I trust you?" And he goes, "Dear, I've already told you. You've got nothing to worry about."
I feel like this is a conversation they have multiple times when they go out. Like this is just a normal thing. Because he said, "I've already told you."
Yeah, I've already told you.
This is
You've
a
got nothing to
normal
worry
thing for them. Like they're just like,
They're
God,
elderly.
James, I told you. It's okay.
You waved at a woman who waved at you first? Can I trust you?
What, dude? You freaking did what? You freaking
I bet you
waved at her?
already. I bet you already slid betweenst the
Dude,
the
I'm
cheeks.
telling you, I feel like
I
you
can't
already
even trust
know
you.
her. You
I
guys have
feel like
chemistry?
I feel like you like her more than me already. You guys.
Did you
have-
guys have chemistry in high school together? Is that why it's working so well?
Yeah, that's why you guys have chemistry.
Because you had chemistry together in high school. That's
You
the
had
only
chemistry
explanation.
together. There's no way. Our boss is much younger than this man. Regardless,
absolutely.
that's what we in the industry call
Oh,
a
no.
joke,
That's a moment.
a moment.
Dude, I will say, having worked retail before, going into food, it's just sales, but with food. We'll say that. It's just food sales.
It's
But,
just food sales.
You know what? Food sales sounds really difficult. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
26 flavors.
What a goddamn transition! Can we get a round of applause for that transition?
God, just freaking such a good transition. I'll tell you what, I'm so good.
I love that I ruined it.
By telling me how good my transition was. Yeah.
Good job, buddy. All right, okay, carry on.
Anyway, 26 sauces. Why? Why do you
What a
need that many?
Can we just?
Do you
What
get
was
one
the
of
song?
each? What? What?
Moment of silence for that transition.
May it rest in peace because it's freaking ruined. Anyway, so yeah, let me actually see. I'm not gonna pull it up, but there's a lot. There's a lot. Which then also makes me think of something else. I know I'm a little scatterbrained here. Don't get on me.
Buffalo Wild Wings, dude. 26 flavors?
26 flavors.
26 flavors, and
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get all of them at once?
Like
What?
a third of those are winners. There was one I can't remember what exactly it was called. It was very. It was.
I
Like,
wouldn't even say a third. I would not even say a third. I'd
was
say
like-
like a fourth.
a fourth. There was one. It was like a smoky something, and I.
It was a smoky
just-
barbecue.
No,
That
it's
one's
not
good.
smoky. It was weird. Mind you, this Buffalo Wild Wings gave me food poisoning,
Ooh.
which is cool. Thank you, Buffalo Wild Wings. If
Dude,
anyone,
Buffalo Wild Wings, you're freaking sick, dude.
what the hell,
Freaking
dude?
sick. You made me sick.
All I had was a shrimp sandwich type thing, and
Well, that's the problem. You went to a
graphic
wing place and got a
content warning?
sandwich.
graphic content warning. I was on the shitter for hours, dude. Come on, that's hours of my life. I'll never
Freaking
get back.
hours of my life,
Hours,
dude.
hours of my life that I'll
Of
never
my
get
whole
back
life, that was hours of it.
because I was
Why, dude?
leaking brown out of my cavern, dude. Because of
Oh
your
my
shrimp sandwich,
God.
dude. Because
Oh my God.
because of your shrimp sandwich, dude. Come on, do better. Tighten up.
I'm leaking brown out of my cavern, dude.
Hey, Connor, real quick. If I turn my fan on, can you hear it?
No. But
You
that
can't
was
hear it.
funny. No, I can't hear it. But that was funny.
Leaking brown out of
Leaking
my
brown
cavern.
out of my cavern, dude.
Tell you what, it was. I've gotten food poisoning twice. Ever.
Okay, so
One
what was the
from
second time?
school cafeteria, and the second time was Buffalo Wild Wings.
Did you get food from the did you get school lunch?
Yes.
Yes, both of those are the reasons why. School lunch,
Because I'm poor.
absolute trash.
Buffalo Wild Wings, absolute trash.
No, not saying Buffalo Wild
Okay,
Wings is trash.
Okay.
Why would
Buffalo
you go to a
Wild
wing
Wings-
place and get a sandwich?
Buffalo Wild Wings is like your racist uncle.
What?
It's like the racist uncle equivalent of chain restaurants, because it's like, I really want to like you, but God, you just keep fucking up. You just you
I don't
do
know.
some shit, and it's like, come on.
Dude,
Come
I don't
on.
know. People escalate things quickly. You know, they might be trying their hardest. Like the woman who came into our work and said it was pouring rain. And everyone was crowding inside of our building. And there is as many of you know, there is a virus going around. I'm not going to say a specific name because, I don't know if that's a sensitive, whatever. The virus that's going around is still going around. There's like 20 people all gathered in the front of our building.
Too many.
Our boss, the nice lady we were talking about earlier,
Lovely lady.
lovely lady.
If you're
Goes
watching
up.
this, which you might, you're a lovely lady. Thank you.
Absolutely. Facts. We're not going to drop names because, whatever. She said,
Yeah. I will
She
tell
came
you
over,
her.
she was like,
her address
"Ma'am, can-"
is. I'm kidding.
we won't.
Right.
She said, "Ma'am, could you please either wait outside or just wait in your car? Just wait in your car." And she went, "You
in your car."
expect me to wait in the rain, dude? Wait in the rain?" And she's like, "No, I kind of just expect you to wait in your car until you're ready, and then we'll call you in." Very reasonable. We get a review a few weeks later. I would avoid that lady. She asked me to wait in a lightning storm.
To which our boss's daughter, our co-boss,
Who freaking awesome response, by the way, was just like,
awesome response,
just-
super reasonable.
"You
Her
are
response
not."
is, "You are not allowed in our establishment ever again."
I give
I
a huge
won't-
round. That is savage.
I won't
Just-
name what exactly was said, but she verbally insulted our boss, which is so uncool.
So uncool. Not
So
her daughter,
so
but the person who
not
left the Lightning Storm review.
the,
Insulted our
the
boss, which is
insulted
not
our
okay.
boss, which is the just
It's
so
just
immature.
low, and you should not do that.
It's low. It's immature. It's not cool. Our
But
boss is a lovely lady. I love you. Thank you.
our other boss, who is her
Our other
daughter,
boss, who is also a lovely lady.
also
Yeah.
a lovely lady,
Also a lovely lady.
who also has a cool husband.
Husband, also
Pretty
lovely.
cool guy. Also lovely. Anyway,
Also
we're
lovely.
just
We're
we're just
joshing. We're goofing.
we're just goofing. Just don't come find us.
You're all lovely. That's not that. part's not
Everyone's
true.
lovely, dude. At this point, everyone's lovely.
Everyone's lovely.
Everyone, you see us right now?
Except
Look
for
at me.
whoever's watching
Look.
this.
Look at me in the eyes.
Whoever's watching
You
this.
are lovely.
I'd like to let you know. You're super lovely.
You're freaking lovely, dude. Anyways, left a good response. I think it was very well put. But
You're never welcome
Yeah.
back in our establishment ever again.
y-
Cool.
yeah,
Fair enough.
fair enough.
It's really funny because she had no complaints about our food. She was like, "The food is great. It's
The
worth
food,
the
the
wait."
food is honestly really, really good.
But
but-
that lady who told me to
Told
wait
me,
in the light
I just
store,
like the escalation, like just
Yeah.
how it goes up. We
It was-
went
it-
from.
yeah. Hey, could you go
She
wait
said,
in your car?
"Can you wait in your car? You want me to wait in the rain?" To she asked me to wait in a whole lightning storm. I could have died. I would have died.
The
She put
wrath
me in
of
harm's
God
way.
was falling from the sky, and she told me to endure it.
I was just like,
No.
no. She said, "Could you wait in your car?" That's a normal thing. Your car is
Yeah.
literally right there. Like
Just
there's our
designed
place and then
to
the
protect you
sidewalk
from
and
the
then your
elements.
car. You just walk to your car. Just get in it.
Yeah, it's like seconds of a walk. It's like
Not
10
even
seconds.
it's not like when you go to Cracker Barrel and you're like, God, I have to go all the way to my car, you know?
I have
It's
never
like
been to
it is
Cracker Barrel.
right there. You've never been to
We've had this conversation. I've never been to Cracker Barrel.
If this was a live stream, I'd put some
Realistically-
F in the chat for you, boy. Pay some respects. You can't even go to Cracker Barrel. Their pancakes are
Isn't-
phenomenal.
Isn't saying too much about Cracker Barrel, gotta say.
No, it's just saying that you've never been to Cracker Barrel, which is not okay. Their pancakes are phenomenal.
It's time for my annual
Drinking
Arnold
a
Palmer
sip out of
Arizona
Arnold
half-
Palmer,
half
Arizona.
sip.
Watch, you're gonna get sponsored by Arnold Palmer, Arizona. Which that wouldn't be bad. I love iced tea. You want to send us iced tea? Send us iced tea. I love Arnold Palmer. Sweet tea,
Gosh,
not the man. I
damn,
haven't
that's
met the man. I
refreshing.
don't know much about him, but the tea is good.
Yeah, I've never personally met Arnold Palmer, but I bet he is pretty cool.
And he plays golf. I know that much.
I really hope he isn't like a racist or something.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him, but his tea.
I
pretty good.
would like to clarify. I know absolutely nothing about him other than he shares the name with Arizona tea that I
and
like.
that tea
and
is good.
yeah, that tea is good. So I would like
And
to say.
I know that on the, I don't know if it's on
Cool.
your bottle, but I know that he's playing golf on the bottle, so he must be a golfer. Is it on your bottle? Him swinging the golf club? Yeah. Yep. Yep, there it is. That's him.
there it is.
So I know he's a golfer, but that his name is Arnold Palmer, but I know nothing else about him. So his
The name
tea's
like
good, though.
Arnold. How could you not be pretty cool?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is cool. He said, "You're
Hey, Arnold?
fired." You know. Hey Arnold, that was a good show.
I'm actually not the hugest fan of late '90s, early 2000s Nickelodeon.
Rugrats, come on.
I don't really like the art style. Some of the shows are like super.
So what's
funny,
your
but I don't
favorite
like-
Nickelodeon show then?
Ever.
SpongeBob's a classic. All
What
right.
did I watch? I watched a lot of SpongeBob. That's like the obvious. Everyone has.
Everyone's
No one
watched
is
SpongeBob.
special. No
Actually,
one-
I
yeah.
won't say that. Some people haven't watched SpongeBob, and that's sad.
My buddy. Guy. Hasn't. I don't know. He probably has at some point, but he's never like really watched it.
Our buddy? Our buddy
buddy.
guy?
Our buddy guy.
Our buddy guy
Our buddy guy.
has never.
Oh, look. I'm sure he's watched it at some point, if you're listening to this, which you probably are,
Most likely.
clarify. At the time of you hearing this, we're not going to tell you that we've said this, but at the time of you hearing this, please
Our buddy
message
Guy
both of us individually. That
Actually, no,
you
no. Send us a
have or
group
have not.
text. Send us a
No,
group
no, no.
text because
Individually confirm or deny, please.
you've never seen. This is a direct.
This is a
it's
direct
not.
call out. Confirm or deny, you coward.
You've
Have you
never,
or have you
Guy,
not?
you have never watched SpongeBob?
Look. I know that you probably have seen like an episode or two at some
There's
point.
probably an
But if
episode
you
or
have
two.
actively
But I mean, that's a
watched
classic.
it,
Like I could list
like,
off 10
episode after
episodes that I
episode
remember
after
right now.
episode on television, and you have gone out of your way to watch it, confirm or deny. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I like.
What are just not your favorite, but what are some that you just remember off the top of your head?
Gosh damn it! I watched Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom was lit. You remember?
I watched some Danny Phantom. I
You
watched
remember freaking
My
Wonder
Life as
Pets,
a Teenage
dude?
Robot. I watched that one. I watched.
Wonder Pets was sick.
I loved Wonder Pets. That was
Wonder
my
Pets was
shit
where it
growing
was
up.
at. And when I
Like,
was
that
really
was-
little, dude,
I
the
had-
star
I
that
had
sat
all
there
of
at
the,
nighttime with the woman, and he was like, you know,
I watched.
you don't remember that the star at
So-
night, and then there was the bear in the morning. Oh no, it wasn't a bear; it was a chicken.
What did you watch it on? What did you watch?
Sprout. I was super small.
See, I watched it on Noggin.
Noggin.
Which was
What
the-
the hell
which
is
was the-
noggin?
Okay, if you're old enough to remember Noggin, Noggin was the original Nick Jr.
Oh my god, I remember that
If
actually.
you had basic cable, it was on channel 72.
Cable
and
channels
I-
are different in a bunch of places.
No, basic
Cable. Got
on
it.
basic cable. And Nickelodeon was on 44, Disney Channel was on 56, and Cartoon Network was on 57.
Oh my god. I think I had basic cable because I remember those numbers.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Dude, Cartoon
Uh,
Network had some bomb shows. I'll tell you what.
Okay, I watched a lot of Cartoon Network because I really enjoyed like Ben 10.
The Kids Next Door show, that was litty.
I was such a strong hater of Kids Next Door. I thought number one looked like a doofus, so I
Number
didn't
one
watch
did
it.
look really stupid. That's
Yeah.
why you didn't watch it, because number one looks stupid.
Yeah, I liked watching stuff, and I still do. I like watching stuff with a protagonist I can relate
What did you
to.
think of The Amazing World of Gumball?
Discard that part where I said I really liked My Life as a Teenage Robot in context of the sentence I just said. Anyway, I really like The Amazing World of Gumball. I think that show is like actually ahead of its time because it's like,
Dude,
It's
one of my
set-
favorite cartoons ever was the regular show.
yeah, regular show is great.
It was
I hate like when basic white girls and dudes are like, oh my god, it's so nostalgic. Like, do you guys remember like Rugrats? It's like, first of all,
Rugrats
you're
is like a known classic with everyone.
yeah, a known classic, and then everyone's like, it's like woke. It's like, dude,
You don't know?
I remember Rugrats. Oh my god, dude, you guys remember
Dude,
Rugrats?
Rugrats? I remember that.
Did
It's
you guys,
like, dude,
you guys watch
could say
Hey
that.
Arnold and SpongeBob? The original SpongeBob movie made me cry. Like that part where they're
Dude,
under
I
the
will
lamp.
say, SpongeBob had made, for a cartoon, that show made one of the best bops.
Best Day Ever?
Sweet Victory? No. Sweet Victory?
I watched the episode with Best Day Ever. in it.
I'll tell you
Just
right now, that was
way
a
too
bop.
We had a bunch of the episodes. I don't know if I can say this. We had a bunch of the episodes pirated on our family computer. We had
Ooh.
all of the like first couple seasons pirated on our family computer.
So,
And the Treehouse episode was my absolute favorite episode with the magic conch. Do you say conch or conch?
it's a magic conch. That's what they say in the show, right?
I say conch.
And
Anyway,
where they
that was
pull it,
my-
and then
Yeah.
I remember that.
Can I please have some food? No. Can I please have some of this delicious food? No.
God, I remember that episode, and then the
Magic
one that
conch.
always sticks out in my head is where they ride the worm
Are you talking about the
Remember
Alaskan bullworm?
Yes.
Why the
That
hell?
one, and where there's a like actual gorilla under the ocean.
Oh my god, that episode is so weird. The Alaskan bullworm was the one with that where the iconic we'll take Bikini Bottom and we'll push it somewhere else. And they do. Canonically, Bikini Bottom is miles away from its original location.
Yeah. Gosh. Do you watch any have you watched any like reality TV shows?
Growing up, I really didn't, unless you count WWE as a reality show, reality TV.
God, I used to watch that heavy.
I watched that with my brother all the time. I was a really big fan of Rey Mysterio and like The Undertaker. I couldn't tell
Dude,
you
the
anything.
Undertaker's
other than their
always
names.
been 6, dude.
He's been 6.
No, he's been sick.
Is he okay? Is he feeling any better?
No, oh my god. Actually, no. One time he did actually get sick, and well, he didn't get sick, but he was definitely injured hard.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
But,
all. It's
whenever we have my girlfriend on,
not real.
she watches this show called Big Brother.
Yeah.
It's an intense reality TV show. They're doing it right now. It's intense. It's like
Have-
basically all social based, so you have to be good with people.
Yeah.
Like a people person.
Have you seen that show where the? Sorry to cut you off. Have you seen the show where? It's this one lady, and she's like, if I don't get if I don't get knocked up soon, I'm not gonna be able to have any kids. So I'm gonna sort through 100 men, and find which one is the best. Will be the best father to my child.
Like speed dating?
It's like speed dating, but it's 100 men trying to fight to fuck one woman.
Dude, this is like
Which just seems like a horrible idea.
So is it for marriage or is it just to impregnate her?
It's like marriage. It's fatherhood. You know, she wants to find the best husband, the best father, best caretaker. And it seems like such a bad idea because obviously you have all these men trying to get with this one lady, but she is harsh.
How hard?
Because she could just. I'm actually not quite sure how it works. Either she's able to just get rid of people whenever she feels, or it's like a daily thing, like who's leaving first.
Like The Bachelor? Like
I think it's a who's leaving first thing. There's this one dude, and he's like,
this sounds
yeah,
like The Bachelorette, but like on crack.
he's like, yeah, I know, I'm not very outspoken. You know, I'm not the buffest. You know, I'm fit. You know, I'm reasonably attractive. You're very attractive, and you know, I think that we could be a good match. I'm going to be extremely respectful to you. I'm going to respect you.
That all sounds good, you know.
She
If I was a girl, I'd be like, yes.
she and like all the other dudes basically are like, Sam. They fucking send him home. They're like,
Dude, it's
Get the
no
fuck outta-
September. You can't be
Get
doing
the
that.
fuck out of here with your respect for women. Who do you
What's
think
up with
you
that,
are?
by the way? The whole simp thing. There's like,
Simp culture is so stupid because it's like once we labeled it something, they went really hard with it. Because before it was like, oh yeah, you know, that guy, he's kissing her toes. He's groveling at the ground she walks on. He doesn't even know. But now there's people that are simps on purpose because they think it's funny. Like, because there's some girls that are doing this thing where they're like, "Rise up, kings," and like the e-girls refer to the simps as kings to like ensure them that they're doing the right thing by spending way too much money to see little to no skin. So they're like, rise up, kings. Don't worry, you'll get some eventually.
God.
It's so dumb, but you know. And then we were like, haha, simp. So now people are like, maybe it's kind of chic to be a simp, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
doesn't-
chic to
When
show
people
a
describe a
disgusting
simp to me, I'm like, that doesn't sound bad.
Here's the thing: is that having respect for women is not a problem at all. It's, you know, encouraged.
Yeah.
But it's the problem is that somebody who's labeled like a simp, essentially believes that women are the highest form of creature, and that these women can do nothing wrong. They deserve all of this person's money, time. And
Everyone
effort.
can do
It's like,
something wrong.
It's so unconditional on one end, but it's so
Well,
conditional on the woman's end because it's like, yeah, you get to see
you
my
can do
almost.
no wrong.
Yeah.
None.
Dude, she can't do any wrong. It's like the
Dude,
like the
she can't even get sick, bro. She
Never.
can't. Like literally, I literally tried to drug her and she did not get sick.
I hate the thing that happened with Pokemon.
Not with actual drugs, but with
I don't know.
like Epicac syrup, where it like makes you vomit and nothing happened. I was very concerned.
I don't know if you know about what happened with Pokemon, but
No,
I think
I
that
don't.
somebody was like, "She's a scammer." She was doing this and that. I don't know the specifics of it, but her nudes got leaked, and she was like, "Hey, not cool." And she was talking about how every time somebody looks at that, it's taking away like a certain amount of her privacy. So it's like every time somebody looks at that, it's another person who has seen me naked that has no right to. And so these people were defending her, and then the assholes of the internet were like, "Simp." Respecting this lady's privacy because she doesn't want us looking at these nude photographs of her that were put on the internet against her will.
You're being such a simp right now. It's
Simp. It started out as
Respect?
like simps were like a good thing, made bad, and then
Which I
eventually
don't
got to the
understand
point
why
where
it can't
people
still
own
be
it
like
to,
that.
but now people own it to like such a strong extent that it is a negative thing, because
Yeah.
they're doing it to like an irritating level, where it's like, oh, they can't do any wrong. What are you talking about? They said something racist. They literally hip tossed their cat into a wall. But she's a queen. Slay.
Oh, is that the girl who
Slay.
literally just took her cat and like threw it over her head?
Yeah, and like poured beer into its mouth.
No. She drank vodka in
Yeah.
her mouth and then like bird fed it, which what?
I was on the right track.
Why?
Yeah, why are you mama birding alcohol to your cat? That's
Cat,
so
come
uncool.
the fuck over here. I'm gonna feed you this vodka right now, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I don't
because
think
you
my
know
cat
why?
is turned enough.
My cat isn't fucking turning enough, dude. At my old high school, kids used to skip class, and one time they skipped class to go like get a little,
Get a little
a
toked
little,
up.
little toked up, a little smoky. I didn't partake in that, but they went out. They let, got it.
Yeah.
Blew it in a turtle's face, which someone called PETA. Took that thing, and so our school was like on this huge hill.
Yeah.
And right next to it was a Home Depot. They chucked it into the Home Depot parking lot, and it exploded.
What? Animal cruelty is such a weird concept because how is anyone capable of just being so fucking horrible to an
That's what
animal?
I'm saying. I was like, what? Why? What it compels you to be like, yep, this is a good idea.
Yeah, what about that made you think, oh yeah, you know what? I'll kill this animal that
turtle.
literally wasn't doing anything on
It was
purpose.
just in the woods because I was skipping class, and then this is what I was trying to get to. A kid did report them.
Yeah.
This dude's awesome. Me and him were friends. One of the kids that was out doing it burst in. We had like this. I don't know if you guys had this, but there was this little period that we had. It was like, I don't remember what it was called, but it was like bear block or some block, or everyone has a different one. If you have a bird mascot, it's probably like Soar or who knows.
We had Prowl.
Prowl. It was like a time where, yeah. Anyways, we were in that little section of the day. Kid just walks in and just starts punching this dude in the face over and over. And they're standing up, and the dude isn't swinging back. The other kid gets pulled off, and no joke, the other guy just stands there, looks at him, and goes, "Owie," and that's it. I was like, What did I just witness?
We had a fight. We had something called Smart Lunch, which is gone now for reasons that I'm about to get into.
Smart lunch?
Yeah, so what it was is that we had an hour-long lunch period every Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
And, you could spend that whole hour just doing whatever the hell you want. Or you can spend 30 minutes of it eating and then 30 minutes of it doing club activities.
Okay.
Well, mind you, this was here for pretty much ever. My brother, who was in high school, 6 years before me, 7 years before me, he had it.
Not 8, dude. 10. Fucking
He-
20 years, dude.
Yeah, he had Smart Lunch. Anyway, and they took it away because of us. Not necessarily my class, but I think it was the upperclassmen of that year.
Dude, is there like you can have your phones out or something? I mean, lunch. What is a smart lunch?
You can. Yeah, everyone basically goes down to the courtyard and just kind of vibes. You just do whatever you want.
Is that what was that in high school or middle school or something?
High school. So,
Oh, that's
I
so
said
in
I
my
was a
school. That's how it
freshman.
was. Oh, whatever.
Anyway.
In my school, that's how it was for seniors. They went out in the courtyard, but just for everyone else, the whole cafeteria, you could do whatever pretty much, except like go smoke in the bathroom and fight. No one really cared.
Getting to fighting. These two girls. Just one girl walks up to the other girl and she's like, "Hey, you stupid cunt! I heard that you were."
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like, "Hey, you stupid cunt! I heard you were Snapchatting my boyfriend," and I'm quoting. I personally would never use that term against a lady.
Oh, absolutely not.
Anyway,
Good lord.
she was like, "Hey, you stupid c word." My mom calls them see you next Tuesdays.
That's kind of clever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey, you stupid, see you next Tuesday. I heard you were Snapchatting my boyfriend." And the other girl was like, "So what if I did?" And then she like,
What if I did? What are
and the
you
other
gonna
girl
do?
was just like, "You know what?" And grabbed her hair and slammed her into her knee. And then it was just a brawl. They were
Oh my-
pulling each other's hair. They were swinging left and right. This was a real fight, because normally it's like smacking and hair pulling, but it was like one solid hair pull, and then they were just
Cage of
and-
blows, dude.
and then a cop comes. The SRO. I don't know what that stands for, but the school's cop
School relations officer, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure though.
probably. He comes and he grabs
Or
one of the
student
girls,
relations,
the
I
one
don't know.
who the lady, the girl who didn't start it, is now on top of this other girl,
Mounted.
just pummeling her. And
I
then the
can
cop
picture
comes
just
and
those
he
two
grabs
kids
her.
in the back going, "All right, Jim, she's in a full mount. All right, we're seeing a full mount press
She's in
right
a
here.
full mount, just absolutely melting this other girl's face.
Absolutely smoldering her face in. I think her face is becoming part of the payment, Jim. You're right, Bob. I think it is getting to that point. We may
And
have
then-
to call a stop to this match. Please, can
The
you get in
cop-
here?
The cop comes and he grabs the girl, and the girl turns around and just socks him.
That
and then
something
we-
like that happened in my old school.
And then more cops came, and
Oh my
eventually the
God.
fight was broken up. And then the school was like, "You know
You
what?
get in more trouble if you assault a cop.
It happens."
Like you were gonna get what? Suspended, expelled, whatever happens, and then you punch a cop, and then it's like, well, okay, now we're looking at something a little different, you know.
It's crazy. Our school is wild.
It was crazy.
Actually, not that wild.
You know what else is crazy?
It's a new iPhone.
Mercedes.
Okay, wrong topic. Mercedes. That's what I meant to say.
Wait, hold
You
on.
heard
What
me
were
wrong.
you saying?
Mercedes.
That's not what you were saying. What were you saying?
The new Mercedes is pretty cool. I was
No,
looking
so,
at
okay.
it.
So, okay. The new Mercedes, I don't think it's going to be a consumer vehicle. Also, I do want to figure out whatever topic. I don't know yet. But it has light up wheels and it can go like it goes like this, right? So you drive forward, but you can also drive sideways while you're going forward. It kind of like crab walks, you know?
What?
Yeah.
What would you use that for? If it's not going to be a consumer vehicle, what the hell would that be used
Now,
for?
do you know? So the way you drive it blows my mind. There's like this huge LED panel in the middle,
Yeah.
and then you go in the car, right? You sit in the seat. There's no pedals, that I know of, but there's no wheel. It is just empty. There's this little in the center console, right in the middle. There's like this thing that looks like a mouse, and it has the Mercedes logo on it. You put your hand on it. It senses your hand and feels all your, like, how you relaxed you are or whatever. It pulsates out. It's in the shape of a mouse, and that is how you turn your vehicle. So it's like if you're holding this is how you would turn your vehicle. Just left, right. Yeah, it blows my mind. I'm like, what?
What the hell?
Yeah. And the wheels light up, and then the back has like these exhaust things that like move around. It's so weird. If y'all want to look at it, it's the Mercedes Avatar. It's supposed to be for the new Avatar 2 movie that's coming out soon. It's like a promotional thing, but they're thinking about making it a consumer vehicle, which is a weird thought to me. But why I brought that up... Oh, God. Sorry about the beeping noise. My clock beeps at midnight. The future of phones and technology and stuff.
New iPhone.
Reese,
iPhone
new
12.
iPhone's coming out.
That's what I said, by the way.
Yeah, that is what you said. I heard you. You said new iPhone. I was saying what you said because, you know,
The iPhone 12 is cool.
the new LG Wing, I think it's called. It's like this. It's like a normal phone, but then the top screen flips up like sideways into a T shape.
Give me 1 second. You guys are not going to want to miss this.
Okay, we're not gonna want to miss this. I'm gonna narrate again, just like last episode. All right, he's gonna go get it. He's taking out the box. Oh God, what are we getting here? I'm gonna stop doing that. That could be offensive to people who actually have an accent, which I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to be funny. Don't hate me. What do you think he's getting? Ooh, is he getting an actual sidekick? That'd be kind of cool. I think that's what that is. Is that an actual sidekick? Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not an actual sidekick. What is that? That's an Oh my God, it's a sidekick. Good Lord. Wow. How?
I've had this phone forever.
Is that actually what that is? Yeah. God, I seem like I'm looking at this screen because he's bigger, but I'll look at my center one.
This is Sidekick right there.
God, it's an actual...
This phone is so cool.
That's what I'm saying. So here's what I was bringing this up for.
Look,
everything
this
nowadays
so cool.
is like this.
It has a gyro ball. There's a bunch of games on it. I wish I could get it to charge, but there's like this is a gyro ball. You can feel it scroll around. You got your whole keypad here.
Oh my gosh.
What was really cool about this phone is that you didn't have like an iPhone style case. What you did is you would take off the entire shell, and you can get different colors and designs.
That's a smart idea.
So
that's a smart idea.
Snaps on. I think we had a pink one. But
yeah, what I was bringing that up for.
Isn't that awesome? Anyway, for the audio listeners, I have a Sidekick, the original T-Mobile Sidekick. I've got one in my hand. In that box, I also have a harmonica, a single AirPod, a iPhone 3, and a original iPod.
Wow. That's a nostalgic box, except for the singular AirPod. But yeah, everything now is just like a rectangle. We had cool things like a Sidekick that kicked to the side, obviously. Kickflip to the side? I don't know. Kickflip a truck.
This is so cool.
Everything's just a rectangle now.
Everything's just a rectangle.
Now
So
that we
what
have
we
the
did-
LG Wing that is literally a T. It's like the shape of a capital T.
I feel like I feel like T-Mobile should have done that.
T-Mobile is just a carrier.
Yeah, your microphone's kind of freaking out.
My microphone's freaking out. Oh god. How bad?
It's gone now.
No, look at that. See, I got a new XLR cable. It's still trying to get used to my stuff, but you know, it's better than it was last episode where it was like, you know, we don't want all that. No, we don't want all that.
You don't want all
That's
that.
not what's up. That's not very gamer. But yeah, now we have like the folding phones, which I mean they're cool, but
Are you
it's
talking
like
about the one that's like look? It's like
no. So there's that one. That was like the Galaxy Fold. That was the first one.
PewDiePie
But then
has-
there's one that's do that now. So I feel really bad for Motorola because they made one. It was the Motorola Razr, and it was like super cool because they were the first ones to really do it like as a folding phone. But it had this thick chin on it, and literally like maybe 6 months later, Samsung made one, and it looked way better. And so I feel like Motorola's team was just like, God dang,
I think
why?
it's crazy that we're getting back into consumer flip phones because there's still like businesses and stuff that actively require their employees to have a flip phone because they don't want to pay for something as expensive as a standard touchscreen. Like they just need something that's capable of calls, but you want something that's a little more high tech so it can last in the modern age. So companies are like, you know what, we're gonna bring back the flip phone for people like that because you know even then a lot of people.
But the thing
don't
is,
like
they're
having.
more expensive because the
Yeah.
flip phones. It's a full touchscreen phone that flips in half, so it's like $1,500 to get it.
But we're still getting consumer flip phones like standard, like this kind of man. They just have upgraded screens, upgraded like keyboards and shit.
Yeah.
It's, in other news, I'm actively 3D printing a Phase 1 clone helmet on my 3D printer.
Didn't one side run out of filament?
Yes, it did. I ran out before I could finish it.
Dude, it even has a little neck thing.
Even has a little neck thing.
Has a little neck thing. Keeps it on, you know? But yeah, it's technology, dude. Getting crazy. It's getting crazy out there.
Dude.
Crazy,
3D
brazy, and maybe even lazy.
Look at that 3D printer, dude. Isn't that crazy?
That is a little crazy. You can just have a 3D printer for consumers. That blows my mind a
Consumer
little
3D
bit.
printers.
What? Like, what?
What?
How? Like, have you seen railguns? Not like from Halo or from anything else, but like big,
Yeah, real life railguns.
like
yes.
huge railguns that shoot like huge those things are sick.
Yeah,
If y'all don't know
the
what that
stopping
is,
power
search
of an
right now on
entire
YouTube.
Focused
Actually,
into
no.
a
Finish
gun?
this video if you're watching it on YouTube, and then search railgun shooting. It should be a huge thing. Watch that. Shit's crazy.
What's our time looking like? I might keep a track of it.
We're almost an hour in.
We started.
We're only
Yeah,
53
about-
minutes in, buddy.
So,
Tell you what.
uh,
Planes just take off from the ground straight up. They don't even like have a runway. They just go, you know.
I didn't
VTOLs?
know that. That's like a helicopter.
Yeah, you know the VTOLs or whatever the hell.
I have no clue what you're talking
Where they
about.
just literally, I don't know. They fly over our neighborhood all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm yawning. Anyway,
Yawning, straight dawning.
by the time
don't
this
even
comes
know what
out, I will be I will be a
A
full
whole adult male.
Full adult. I'll be the big old 1/8,
It's kind of crazy.
and I can get a tramp stamp and buy lottery scratch.
How about we
offs.
don't? I mean, scratch off's cool. Tramp stamp. I don't know if that's the look.
I'll have it say, "Hey,
Don't look.
my
though.
eyes."
My
Up
eyes
here.
are in my pants. Take them off. So
Hey,
you
Chief.
can make the
What are you looking
Eyes-
at? Eyes
eyes are
are down
eyes are
there.
down here.
Eyes are down
Take
here.
off my pants so you can look at them. Okay, I'll do it for you. Actually,
I got the one eye snake pack, and you know what I'm saying.
God. For anyone, I'm gonna talk about something you probably won't track, but anyone who watches sports will track, and this will make sense for you too, just number wise. The Atlanta Falcons. and anyone who watches football knows where I'm going right now. And if you're a Falcons fan, I'm so sorry that you have to hear this. Not once. They have been up 15 points in the fourth quarter, which means you're really close to the end of the game. You're really close. You're up 15 points. That's really good. They lost 2 weeks in a row. Is it fixing itself? No. Is it doing it really bad?
Okay, we're good.
It's good. It's good now. God, I think I'm gonna have to get a new box.
It's not nearly as loud as it used to be.
That's good. So maybe it was the cable.
I think it might be a combination of both.
God, that would suck.
Tell me what you think of this thing I've got going on over here.
That helmet? It's kind of cool. Has a light in it,
was-
you know?
Has a
It's
light
kinda
in it.
breezy.
It's glowing red. I have a
Dude,
bamboo
I remember
plant.
what I was
My
gonna
mom
talk
got this
about.
for me. It was in my bathroom, but I decided to look good in the background.
That's kind of cool. Remember what I was gonna talk about? Zac Efron's show on Netflix. It's just about him understanding life, I guess.
Do you think math
But-
is related to science?
What? I mean, I guess.
Who was that? That was Demi
Do you think-
Lovato.
Do you think math? I was about to say that came out of nowhere. Do you think math is related to
is that
science?
Demi Lovato? Who said that?
I don't know. Is math related to science? I mean, fractions and elements don't really go together. But I mean, if you're, yeah, math and science go together. Absolutely.
Give me a second. I'm looking up who said that.
Like literally just conversion. How many milliliters go in a liter? There's math there.
Oh my god, I was so wrong. It's Katy Perry.
God, Katy Perry's also the woman who dressed up as Dumbo, like a full dress up of Dumbo when she did her Disney sing along. That was.
Katy Perry really wants to be Lady Gaga.
Have you seen the Disney sing along thing on Disney Plus or whatever?
No. I watch
Oh
Star
my
Wars.
gosh, you need to see it. You need to see it.
That is
There
literally
are
all I
some
have.
interesting moments in there. Beyonce sings with the camera like this close to her face. No joke. It's like 5 inches from her face. Yeah, just like that. She's like,
All right, I just want to. Okay, going back to the topic of work.
we are all over the place. I went from trying to tell you about Zac Efron to you're asking me if math and science are related to now we're going back to
Real
work.
quick, we could talk about Zac Efron in a second. Some lady came into my job today, and I make coffee drinks. It takes about 3 minutes at most to make each coffee drink. You know what? Let's subtract a minute. Let's say 2 minutes per drink.
Let's subtract a minute. See,
we are
if
close.
making drinks is a science, then math does have to do with science because we're subtracting a minute.
it's an art. We are fat
It's not a
close, right?
science. It's an art.
This group comes in and they set their baby on the bar, and it snap kicked like
Ooh,
full fucking
little
Chuck
Bruce
Norris.
Lee?
Just kind of was like and just
Chuck
punched
Norris, whatever.
punched a little sign off of the counter and slammed on the ground. I had to pick that shit up, so I'm already mad. And they go, "Can we order
So
two
I'm
drinks?"
already really freaking pissed off.
And I was like,
with this
sure. And I
baby.
made the drinks and they paid. That's one full transaction. We have like a whole POS system. Piece of shit. I'm kidding. Where you have to enter everything in.
This POS piece of wait, are you saying that POS system stands for piece of shit system?
That was the joke. Good job.
God, I feel like fucking genius right now. I'm
It's
so smart.
awesome. Anyway,
Fucking so smart.
And then
Dude. I
they're
got
like-
the joke.
they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Can we get 2 more? And I was like, sure.
Dude,
And we
hell
made
yeah.
'em. We made them. And then they paid. That's a whole second transaction. Mind you, this one lady is paying for all of them. It's not like everybody wanted to pay separately. This one lady's doing all of this.
Yeah.
And then, um, the transaction's over, and they go to walk out, and they turn around. She goes, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. Can we get 2 more drinks?"
So how
And I
many is
was
that?
sick.
6, 8?
That's six. That's six. And at this
6
point,
drinks.
I was like, sure. And she was like, "Wow, it must be so hard to do your job." I was
If you
like,
could have just gotten all, if you could have just come in and been like, "Hey, can I get 6 of these?"
"Yeah." I'd have been like,
Not
"Sure."
just, "Hey, can I get 2?" All right, sick. Thank you. How about 2
Can we
more?
get 2 more? It's just like, what? Why? Why would you have done that? I get it
Do
if
you
you
need
forget
this
it and
much
you
caffeine
remember.
for yourself, or is this for other people?
I get if you forget it and you remember, and then you have to come back and it's whatever. First of all, I had to sanitize the bar because people eat there and you put your baby on it.
Dude,
It's
that's people have changed their children on the one of the tables.
maybe we shouldn't say that because that can dissuade customers. Anyway, we sanitized it, we cleaned it. We don't want
I
that gross, nasty.
I deep scrubbed it. I
We
tell you
deep
what,
scrubbed it. It doesn't happen often. We clean
I
it up.
got on my.
Come
I
to where
put
we
that
work. It's
elbow
nice.
grease
It's
in.
good food. Anyway,
I mean, you're not gonna
Come-
know where we work unless you find us on Instagram, on our Instagram page, and then you'll probably figure it out. But
triangulate where we are.
how about we don't?
Look,
I mean, if you want to meet us, sure.
I'm in.
But we do deep clean. Place is clean.
I triangulated their location. They are here. I'm going
Anyway.
in. Wish me luck.
Right now.
Hey guys, I watch your podcast. How are you? This is so crazy. I'm meeting my
This is
heroes.
so crazy that we get to see each other like this. Isn't that freaking amazing?
It's so wild. I'm
Isn't it
literally
so wild that I
meeting
found you
you know,
here and
they
I
say
knew where
you
you
never-
work and now I know where you live?
Yeah, I know where you
So
live.
crazy.
You know, they say you should never meet your heroes, but like I'm meeting you guys, and you guys are awesome.
We're just like, we're not
Man,
saying
I'm-
any of you will
I'm
turn up like that,
literally
but
in-
if you do, I'll be like, you know what? You're a cool
Sir,
kid.
ma'am, I am currently in the bathroom taking a fat liquid dump. Can you please get out?
I got that heavy flow going. Can you please, please give me a minute?
I got the pitter patter poop splatter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's a bad joke. All right.
Pitter patter poop splatter.
Moving on, Zac Efron.
Zac Efron literally said, "You have to get the water at the source." So Fiji, Voss water, I don't know, freaking not Aquafina, freaking.
Deer
There's,
Park.
there's one that starts with an E that's bottled at the source, but I don't remember what it's called. Those ones. And he said the other, like, smart water is just similar to tap water, and it doesn't have any minerals in it. And I'm like, and
I don't get that. Like okay.
what do I
Realistically,
gain?
when we like distill and purify water, we take out all the stuff that's in water that makes it good for us, and we are basically just drinking air. Because when you filter it to a point where there's no minerals in it, you've taken out all of the nutrients that
Yeah.
water naturally has.
That's why he said to get it at the source. But then this leads me into another thing. I used to work at a place with a vending machine. All right.
That's impressive.
We called it. Okay, well, you know what? I'll be upfront. I used to work at Best Buy. And they had a vending machine in there. I was part of the PC sales team. Represent if y'all are listening. Yeah. We had this thing known as what I called it and what some other people called it, the Best Buy special. Which is just get a bunch of shit from the vending machine and eat it.
I'm gonna be okay. Never mind.
What? What you're gonna be?
I was gonna say I'm gonna be louder than the crackling of your mic so that they don't have to hear it, but it's gone now. So continue.
Cool. Yeah, Best Buy special. So I was getting that, and we just gotten in these Ruffles potato chips. They were like the sour cream and cheddar ones or whatever. I was like, sick. I'll just get those. I'll get a few other things, and that'll be what I eat today because, you know, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on food. I'm eating all my stuff. It's going great. I'm in the back with my boss. We're talking, having a good old time. I open the bag of Ruffles. I'm eating the chips, just eating them.
You're going to town.
Going to town. I reach in. I feel something thick. And I'm like,
I know where this is going.
what the fuck is in my bag? I pull said thick thing out, look at it with my hand, inspect it for a second, put it on top of the bag. I'm like, hold the fuck on. What is this? My coworker is sitting there on his iPad, looks up at me and goes, you better not eat that. I went, I'm not going to eat it. I don't know what it is. It looks like a chicken nugget. He was like, no, it's not a chicken nugget. It's just all the seasoning put together. I was like, okay, hold on. I went to go find a plastic knife, got a knife, cut it in half. It was white in the middle. That was a chicken nugget in my Ruffles potato chips. If someone can explain to me.
Did you eat it?
No, I didn't eat. It was like hard. It was like a rock. It took me so hard. I literally had to like stab it like this. I couldn't just cut it like this. I had to like stab it
Oh my god.
to break it. Yeah. And so I threw it away and I was just like, what? I mean, I took a picture. I have a picture of it. It's like, oh my god. How did they chicken nugget? Like, was a dude just snacking on the line? He was like, oh shit.
I dropped one of my Tysons.
I dropped one of my. Well, no, it definitely looked like a Wendy's like spicy nugget. You know, looked like a spicy Wendy's nugget.
Spicy nuggets from my 6-pack of Wendy's spicy nuggets from Wendy's into my Ruffles potato chip bags in this Ruffles potato chip bag factory.
That's what I'm thinking, and then it just ended up there, and I'm like, I'm supposed to eat this.
Cool. What?
I was like, I'm not. I can't not. No. But yeah, I was very curious. I was like, how does this happen? I have a bunch of funny stories from there. One time a cop. Oh, are you ready? You can go. You can do you.
Well, now I want to hear about the cop.
Okay. So cop comes into the store, starts yelling.
Yeah, he's like, rah, 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 rah.
I had just started there.
Just started.
I don't know,
I'm a
like
newbie.
three weeks ago. You're following me. That's good. That's good. Follow me. Follow me on this journey.
First day.
Not my first day. Been there for about 3 weeks.
First day.
My boss or my supervisor actually.
Supervisor. Got it.
Okay. This is gonna be hard to tell with you and dating. He's standing right next to me, and this dude's shouting, and I was like, "Hey!"
Right next to him, dude shouting. He's like, "Rah, rah, rah."
God, dude. But yeah,
I'll stop.
I was like, "All right." There's a cop in the store yelling, and he was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. It's just a customer. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. This happens a lot." And I was like, "Customer." I was like, "Dude, that is a cop." And he was like, "No." And then he looked up and he went,
"The last man in blue in this Best Buy."
He looked up and went, "Oh, that's not good." I was like, "Yeah." And the dude goes, "Best Buy," and then he says our location, like where we were at. "There's a firearm in the passenger seat of this truck outside. If it is your truck, come outside and meet with me." And I'm like, oh my god, what the hell's happening? What have I got myself into? So there's that story with the cop, and then there's the fun story with the cop.
Connor was at work, and this cop came in, and he was like, "You know what? You know, Connor, I know you've had a hard day at work. I brought you some roller skates in exactly your size.
What?
We're gonna strap up.
We're gonna strap on.
we're gonna strap up. Oh my gosh, and we're gonna vibe around the Best Buy, just me and you.
No, no. So there is a guy at the location who stole a lot of stuff.
Oopsies.
Oops.
Oops.
And yeah, just I was working one day and they just walked in, took him, walked out, and I never saw him again. I was like,
The cop came in and he said,
Sir, let the wrath of God be upon you. And
I don't know.
thus,
it was a
God
little suspicious
told
that
me
the guy
to
just
take
came
my
up to me and
gun
he was like, yeah,
off of
man,
my
I
hip.
just got this new 16-inch
Take aim
MacBook Pro.
at this
What's
absolute degenerate thief and say, speak your last words in the mortal realm.
and the guy said, "What?"
And the cop said, now die.
And they shot him. And the guy literally, he started glowing white and ascended into heaven. And the cop said,
That's another sinner turned back to the path of God.
and the cop himself turned to ash on the spot and was gone.
No, but very creative.
I was there. I have another topic.
Topic me.
The life-size Gundam in Yokohama, Japan.
Okay, I'm ready. I've actually been following this. So what's going
It is Yokohama is the second largest city in Japan. You know,
on? Are we good now?
roughly 20 minutes away from Tokyo. Yes, we're good.
Cool.
This Gundam is about 18 meters, which is right around 59, 60 feet tall.
So it's a good building. It's a good building size.
It's a good building.
Like a good office building, you know.
God damn, your mic is freaking out still. It's still going. It doesn't stop when you unplug it from the mic. It is the box. There he goes. He's yelling. He said the F word.
I don't want to have to buy a new. Wait, hold on. Let me try something. Is it still coming through? It's not.
I can't hear you.
I know.
To commentate on what's happening right now. Connor's microphone has started freaking out again. He bought new XLR cables. That doesn't seem to be the problem. So the problem seems to be that his box that the XLR plugs into that connects the mic to the computer may or may not be busted. A lemon, if you would. Anyway,
Which would
now that
piss me off because I don't want to buy a new one.
now that that is mostly resolved,
You can continue. It's kind of.
Alright.
I'm kind of pissed because I have to buy a new one. And
it weighs 25 metric tons,
holy shit.
55,000 pounds. Oh my god.
Oh, I thought you said, "Oh my god," because I was doing it again. I was about to pass the fuck.
No. Yeah, this is super crazy. It's
My
actually
life?
the second full-scale RX-782 that has been in Japan. The first one was at Tokyo-based Japan, where they eventually took that one down and they've replaced it with the full-scale Unicorn Gundam,
Okay.
which is cool but not as cool. Come on. So the RX-782 coming back is super cool. This one will be able to walk.
On its own, or does it still have that
Uh,
thing behind it?
I'm not sure if it's going to be tethered or not. I know that it'll walk on a straight path. It'll probably be tethered. They haven't really detailed
Let's
that.
just be honest. The fact that it's something that's 60 feet tall and 25 metric tons that is walking,
Dangerous.
kind of crazy.
It's kind of interesting that they announced that they were building this right after Japan had announced that they were also
Doing
stating
a Space Force.
their Space Force.
That would be a little crazy.
A little crazy that literally I think it was within the same week they were like Space Force and also Life Size Gundam, which
It's crazy.
okay, it's gone. Anyway,
God, it did
sorry.
it again. Oh my.
Oh my god,
I'm,
Connor's gonna
I'm-
kickflip his box.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
I might run it over with my car. I might have to buy. Hold on, let me research right now. Let me see which one's a good one. You know, people said, "Oh, this one's a good one. It's a good one. You should buy it. It's pretty cheap." And I was like, you know what? I'll trust. you."
Gosh damn.
And
Anyway,
then it wasn't.
yeah, that's just I wanted to touch on that because Gundam's super cool. I have Master Grade Goof and RX-78 Verka over here. I have a shelf of other ones. I brushed up on this in the first episode. Regardless, I think Gundam's super cool. I'd love to go visit the Yokohama RX-78 too.
I don't want to have to buy a new fuck.
I just think that is so cool. Like America doesn't have anything like cool like that, you know? Because like, okay, realistically, in my opinion, America is such a young country. Especially
It
when
really
you
is.
point out the fact that America has been America for like 200 years.
America. Yeah,
Because we were founded in 1776. We're in the 2000s, you know, give or take. You know how it
About
is.
200
We're that
About 200 years.
1776 is more close to the 1800s than it is to the 1700s. So let's say that we were founded in the 1800s at the beginning of the 1800s. Fuck it. And then you know you add 200
Let's just
years
be
to
let's
that.
be little rascals about it and just say we're 1800s.
2000s,
It's about 200 years.
about 200 years, which is
220
wild.
years.
220 years. Everywhere else, all the other countries in the world have had time to like really inset a culture, and America's culture is that we don't like other people's culture. Nice, good job,
Our
guys.
culture is that we take in everyone else's culture and then we're like, but no.
And then we pick and choose all the pieces that we like, and then denounce the pieces that we don't like, and then go and freedom.
Hell
I don't know.
yeah,
That's a
freedom.
little
Best
controversial.
part.
Whatever. I'll gloss over my political beliefs. RX-72 Gundam's super cool. Why don't we have a life-size fucking Optimus Prime?
That would make sense. I think Life Size Optimus Prime is
Actually, don't they have a life-size Optimus Prime in Universal?
I don't know. Not that
I don't know.
moves.
I don't know if it's life-size, but
And
I
it
don't know. That's
doesn't
cool.
move. Which I think is important.
somebody took like a pocket knife or something to the side of my truck. So if the hooligan who happened to do that is somehow watching this, I will absolutely end you. You will face the wrath of God, and it will come straight to your face.
What
in
is this
vital
from a
order.
video? You keep saying this quote. Is this from something?
No, I'm just preaching the wrath of God. And I will take the power that has been bestowed upon me in my fist, and I will
Alright.
absolutely pummel you. I will punch you until you cry, and then I'll stop because I don't want to hurt you too bad. But I want you to
Thought it was
know
happening again. I was about to freaking just jump.
that I hate you. I want you to know that I hate you. Whoever did that. If you're watching,
People who are watching the
I hate
video.
that.
People who are watching the video version.
We should have a
If you're
counter on the
not-
top for how many times Connor's mic sounds like
Is it doing
Sounds
it
like-
again?
sounds like we dropped a marble into a blender. It's fine now. It's gone.
God. So I came across this one. This one looks pretty good. Right? It looks better than what I have.
Yeah, that looks better than what you have.
God, dude. I just
I mean,
hate
we
the
can
fact
we
that
can
it-
only go up.
I hate the fact it doesn't fucking work. This is the
See,
one I have.
I skipped over this problem. I skipped over the XLR entirely and got a USB mic.
Well, I like my XLR. It's just
Yeah, but I
why-
like the fact that my mic doesn't buzz.
Yeah,
So
well,
I
my
get
mic isn't
Cool
supposed Guy
Guy of the Day
to buzz.
award. That
not
makes me
supposed to. It's
today's
supposed
number
to
one
just-
cool guy.
High definition recording made easy. Obviously not, bud. Obviously not. It's not easy.
Statue of Batman. My
That's
camera's
cool.
picking that up really well. Look at him.
Look at him. Here's my question. Do I get the single or do I get the double?
Yeah.
Because what I have right now is a double. See right here? See how that has 2 holes for two
Yeah.
two XLR mics? Should I get the double or should I just get the single for me?
I have a USB mic. If we wanted anyone else to join, I think it'd be much easier for them to also use a USB mic. But I guess it doesn't work. Anyway,
What do you think though?
the most that we could do is one other person, and to that extent,
We'll just do
We
it
just-
over Discord.
yeah, to that extent, we just do it over Discord. I'd get one. I'm sorry that you're sitting through us talking about,
Me buying
Production-
another thing.
yeah, production stuff.
because my
and there it
shit's
goes,
broken.
another one for the counter, and it's good. We're fine.
Is it
now.
gone? What?
Yeah, it's gone.
Is it like for 30 seconds? I
Oh
feel
my
like-
god!
Is it
keeps
back?
coming in. It keeps coming in and out. This is actually crazy.
Is it gone
once
again?
I apologize. We're trying to
Oh
figure
wait,
all
let
this
me try
out.
something. How about now?
Yes, it is still there.
How about now?
It's still there.
It's still there. Jesus. How about now?
Nope.
I'm holding the end of my cable. Does it? How often does it come in and out? Because I can try something real quick.
It's like every 2-3 minutes.
This is what I'm gonna try.
Are you gonna try
What's
the
it?
other cable?
The other cable. And if this doesn't do it, then I need a new box. But if this does do it, then I had 2 dud cables, and the third time's the charm, right? So I mean, hey, what do I really? You know what? It's kind of good that everyone's hearing our production issues, because you know y'all are along for the ride. You get to
You're along
witness
for the
us.
ride.
In my,
You can
my
get like,
this is a
what-
progression
what-
though. Is it
what
as
kind
loud?
of what mic do you have? Do you have a Rode cable? Rode mic?
Yeah, I have a Rode Pod mic.
I said it's still here, dude. I still hear it.
Okay, well, let's see if I can change that. real
They
quick.
delayed Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga to spring next year when that game was supposed to be released this month. What the hell? Come on, man. I pre-ordered that game. I pre-ordered the Steelbook edition of that game because I want Lego Han Solo and Carbonite as my game case. And they delayed the game, and it's like they gave no one no.
Tell me if it comes back, because right now this one's unplugged. Tell me if it
Alright.
comes back.
They gave like no restitution.
This looks so trashy.
Is it restitution? Anyway, like to anyone who pre-ordered the game like I did, it was just like a big like, guess what, dude? Never mind. But I
Fuck you.
already gave them like $70, like $70, $80 to pre-order the stupid bonus edition of this game. Do I get anything extra because now I'm having to wait until next year?
No, you don't. You
Nothing.
got the Steelbook. You got the highest one, so you get
Yes,
nothing.
I paid for the highest one, and I now have to wait even longer. They didn't even give like a good valid response as to why we're waiting longer. The only thing I can think is that they're waiting until the release of the next gen consoles, which if that is the case, suck it.
Please.
Suck. Put my whole left ass cheek in your mouth and inhale.
Ah,
'Cause that's
sounds like
all
a
you
choking
deserve.
hazard, dude.
Yes, 'cause I have a big fat dumpy. I have a
Ooh.
dump truck trunk.
You know what You know what? This is gonna sound crazy, but you know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's this maneuver. Has it done it yet on this one?
It has not done it yet.
This one isn't threaded through my boom arm. It's just kind of hanging.
You know, that kind of makes sense.
It kind of makes sense.
Let's keep it unthreaded for a while and see if that does anything.
Let me
Anyway,
have to unthread this one.
I reckon
looks
we're-
it looks so bad like this.
Alright, that's fine. I reckon we're at about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you got anything else to talk about?
You know, right now, I think we've covered our bases for today. I'm sure next week's episode will be action packed, and
next week's-
hopefully
Next week's
we'll have a
episode should be
guest.
cool. We might have a guest. Ooh,
we might
spooky.
have a guest for the
Alright, that's
first
spooky, it's really
time,
scary.
and maybe
For the first time.
my microphone
Please don't ask us to beat guests. We'll
won't.
choose you. We'll put names in a hat and we'll pick them out. That's a lie.
We won't do that. We
But
will
please-
pick you.
But please don't ask.
Please- I mean, you can ask if you were like.
You can ask. If you
You'll
wanna-
know if you can ask. You'll know if you're that person.
Yeah, you'll know if you're cool.
You'll know if you're that person.
Anyway, this has been of Boys and Bears. Wait a second. To clarify something that we should have said at the beginning of this episode that we forgot to say last episode. Boys and Bears is like a play on of mice and men. But we're
We're putting this
we're
at the end
boys.
of this episode.
At the end of this episode, you have to get all the way to the end to understand why we called it what we called it. It's like, of mice and men, but of boys and bears,
Why did we
which is
pick
a-
bears? Because bears
which
are
is
cool.
which is alliteration.
B and B of mice and men, M and
We're
M,
the
and then B
we're
and
the
B,
boys.
and we like bears.
Realistically, you guys are the bears. So anyway,
But
this has
you
been a
can
Boys and
also be
Bears.
the boys. We'll probably refer to you like, even if you're
Try.
a girl. What, you want to do the boy? I think the bears makes more sense.
The bears makes more sense, you wiener head. We're the boys. They're the. What are you talking about?
Y'all the bears.
All right.
Yeah, y'all are the bears.
For
yeah.
the last time, I swear to God, if I get interrupted one more time, I'm gonna kickflip
A truck.
I'm gonna kickflip a truck into the Atlantic Ocean.
Why not the Pacific? I mean, we're closer to the Atlantic. That makes sense.
3, 2, 1. This has been a Boys and Bears with Maxwell and Connor. As always, I am Maxwell.
I'm Connor, and we
We'll
will
see you
in the
guys
next
later.
one.